Hey, my name is Shi and welcome to my daily life. So let me ask you a question. When was the last time when you feel really happy in your life? And I'm not talking about just for a moment because of certain event. I'm really talking about when you feel like you are enjoying your life right now. If your answer is, I don't know, or it has been a while, then let me explain you why. So the reason is your view is shifted to the negative zone. What I mean by this, so try to visualize. Here you have the negative zone and here you have the positive zone. And you're looking forward, and this is the neutral position. Would you agree that in this position your view, your angle of view is limited? Like you can't look in any direction at the same time. And this is a limitation you can transfer to your mind and your unconscious and your conscious. You only have a limited amount of attention. So let's start with the neutral position. In this position you will have the same amount of negativity like the amount of positivity. So it's like sometimes you feel positive, sometimes you feel negative. But you don't feel like you are super sad or super happy in this moment. But if you can say that you feel more bad than good, and this clearly, then your view is shifted to the negative zone. And in this position, it feels like you really need to work for it. You really need to look for your happiness. And sometimes it's really frustrating, right? So that's why I'm making this video. I want to give you 3 exercises how you can shift your view, which is direct in the negative zone mostly, to the positive zone. And these exercises are really simple. You don't need any kind of preparation. You don't need any type of experience. You only need to work on it. You just need to do it. If you have doubt about all the things that I'm just sharing with you right now, then let me ask you a question. Do you think that it would change, your life would change if you don't do anything about it? And what have you got to lose? Just give it a try. What have you got to lose, right? And all 3 exercises concentrate on different area of your life. So make sure that you go all in and maximize your outcome. And especially the last one is my favorite one because it's changed so much for me and also make a huge shift from negative to positive for me. And exercise number 1 is telling yourself something positive every day. So the problem is, if you have a negative view right now, you also start to project all the negative around you to yourself and then transform your personality to a negative personality. You might also start to dislike yourself, maybe dislike your appearance or just all the things that you're doing, even though you never did this in the past. So this is why this exercise is so important, because would you agree that even if your surrounding is full of happiness and just positive energy, it's difficult for you to actually enjoy it if you are feeling uncomfortable with you right now and you need to deal with yourself 24 hours. How can you expect to feel happy if you have a negative perception of yourself? So this is the reason why you need to start with loving yourself again. And right now your unconscious only knows this negative pattern that forces you to saying something bad about yourself. And you need to interrupt this pattern by saying positive thing about you then. This might be really difficult for you. But just start with the smallest things. So let me explain how I did it at the very beginning. So the first thing that I did was I just stepped in front of the mirror and looking at myself and just repeat, I'm good. I'm just repeat, I'm good. And this for quite a long time actually. And after a while, I just recognized that I'm more positive thought about myself in my mind when I'm doing this exercise. Then I'm not just saying I'm good. I also start to saying like, I have beautiful hair, or I can cook very well, or something like this. So at the beginning, like I said, it might be difficult, but after a while, those positive things will pop up in your head, just naturally. So exercise number 2 is to reflect only on the positive things. So first of all, if you are not reflecting right now, I would recommend you to just start with this, because this will help you to empty your mind and don't be so overwhelmed about it. And with reflection, I really mean to think about how your day was, how your current situation is right now, or how your life is going right now. So, but how you can do this. So for my reflection, I meditate and also have a journal. You can choose one of them if you want to. If you pick one of them or just something else, just let's jump on the actual exercise. What I want you to do is to just concentrate on the positive thing. I know it sounds like manipulating yourself, but this is how everything works. This is how you can become more positive. This is how you actually become more negative, because you was manipulated by something in your environment or just manipulate yourself. And you can also do this in the other direction, right? And sure, if you reach a certain level of shifting your view, you also can concentrate on the negative one, because this is actually important for later on, because then you can leverage on this negative thing and become better. But right now, our goal is just to interrupt this negative pattern. And we can do this most efficiently by just concentrating on the positive things. And one further reason why I wouldn't recommend you to reflect on negative things at the beginning is that if you concentrate on the negative thing, you immediately activate this pattern. And then it's just more difficult for you, right, in this situation. So try to avoid it at the beginning. So the last exercise number 3, like I said, is really my favorite one, because it's changed so much for me. I really had a breakthrough, right? And the last exercise is to writing down your magic moment list. And with magic moment, I mean event in your life that you can still see in detail in your mind, and you can still feel the positive vibe about the situation. And if you just remember it, if you just start to remember it, you automatically feel the same. Because these moments are so strong that they still can induce positive emotion just by remembering it. When I finished my magic moment list, it's like I had a realization. I realized that life wasn't bad all the time. There was good time. And I still can remember them. I can still feel what I felt back then. And that helped me to stop looking at my current situation, to stop looking at all the negative things around me, and just looking forward, looking into the future, about things that I want to do, about the things that might become a magic moment in my life. I'm really looking forward to do this. And I hope that you will feel the same when you're just doing this exercise. I hope that you will stay consistent about it and just doing it, because this will help you to make a huge shift from your negative direction of view to a positive one. You will feel positive with no reason. You don't need to look for it anymore. You just feel good. But as always, my advice for you is you need to stay consistent. You need to do this. But then you will see that you will feel better after that. Until then, thank you for watching, and see you next time on my next video.